Hey everybody, welcome to my channel Technocracy. I'm Amit and today I'm gonna talk about Plato's parable, The Ship of State. This first video is dedicated to the philosopher who believed in aristocracy to be the top form of government, which is highly impossible in today's world, but meritocracy or technocracy is a possible thing. Plato talks about politics in his book The Republic and how beautifully uses the example or can be called a metaphor, that is, ship of state, to represent the real world political system. Plato didn't name his book The Republic, he named it Politia, which means city state in Greek. His book Politia gets translated into Latin by Cicero in 1st century BC, that is the first translated book of Politia. This translated book is further translated into other languages like French, English, and so on, and thus it gets the name The Republic. There is a shipbuilder larger and stronger than everyone in the ship, but he is deaf and rather short-sighted. He has no knowledge in sailing the ship, or he has the same amount of knowledge as his eyesight. Is he the right person to be chosen as a pilot of the ship, or he just be given the responsibility of being the pilot of the ship just because he owns the ship? There are many sailors in the ship. Few of them are fighting to earn the captaincy of the ship, not because they want to prove that they are good than the other, but a sole purpose of getting the power and control on the ship. They try one by one to persuade the ship owner to let him have the control. If one almost succeeds, they kill him. They always keep the ship owner unknown of what's happening in the ship. Moreover, if someone finds a good way to persuade him nicely, they will be regarded as the right person for captaincy by all the other sailors. When these competing men are asked where did they get their education from on maneuvering the ship, they say it can't be taught. No one can teach them, it simply can't be taught. To understand words need to be the real pilot, we should travel back in time when there were no modern equipments and there were no compasses to navigate through the ocean. A real captain should know about the ship, but first he should know about seasons of the year, the stars in the sky, the wind's direction, and everything related to this art. The man who knows all of this has no interest in contesting in the competition to persuade the ship owner. And also, he may be good at his art of maneuvering the ship, but is incompetent in persuading or convincing the ship owner. He has no chance of becoming the pilot. To be the captain, one should look up in the sky so that he can judge the weather, he can see the stars, and he should also have the knowledge of where the wind blows in what time of the year. But the other competitors always look to the other sailors who are competing with them. They do not look up in the sky, they have no knowledge of where the star is or what are the constellations, or they have no knowledge on the seasons, they have no knowledge on the winds, etc. So here the author says that the real captain will always look vertically, and the non-worthy captains who are competing, you're just competing with each other, look horizontally to themselves. The pilot is chosen among the competing men. Do you think the ship can reach its destination without having any challenges in the journey? I think it's impossible. This is the end of the video. Thank you and goodbye.